Oh boy, there is a lot to react to following this one. The Padres have lost a fourth consecutive game, and they fall 4-3, and they had a home run controversially overturned. And Mike Shildt, maybe for the first time all year, with a fiery post-game press conference. So a ton to react to. The Padres fall behind 4-0. Other than the 3 home runs allowed by Nestor Cortes in the first inning, he was terrific here tonight. Padres' only runs in this game came unearned after a Casey Schmidt error, and the Padres rallied. Ryan O'Hearn homered. Will that get him playing time or not moving forward? So there's just a ton to react to. So make your way in. Please subscribe here on Content for Padres fans. Smash the like button for us. Follow us on X at John Schaefer, at Jim Russell SD. We're going to get to all of your super chats. We appreciate your support of this channel. Click the $ below the chat box. There's so much to react to. If you want to become a member, please click the join button down below. We have custom emojis, badges, shows, and content. And by the way, we're just a few subscribers away from 9,400, so please take the time to subscribe to this channel. But man, where do you even start here tonight? O'Hearn, the pinch hit, home run to pull you within 4-3, and then the Padres can't get over the hump. And, of course, the biggest moment of the game was when Xander Bogaerts homered, and then it was overturned on replay from replay review in New York. Mike Shildt was ejected, and the Padres, would you believe it, lose by 1 run, 4-3 tonight to the Giants at home.
Do you want to start there?
The floor is yours. You spent a lot of your night on social media interacting with Padres fans. You dug your heels in on this. The floor
yes, I did.
is yours.
I did. Look, I'll read the rule. This is Rule 6.01E. All right. No interference shall be allowed when a fielder reaches over a fence, railing, rope, or into a stand to catch a ball. He does so at his own risk. However, should a spectator reach out onto the playing field, side of such fence, railing, or rope, and plainly prevent the fielder from catching the ball, then the batsman should be called out for the spectator's interference. Now, in the Mike Shildt rant, post game, did he say that the umpiring crew told them that it clearly touched that fan?
Major League Baseball, I literally worked in the building. Major League Baseball, after every review, sends out a release that the teams see, and it provides an explanation to the clubs and the media in terms of why New York determined the ruling in the manner in which they did. He clearly saw a 1 or 2 sentence review from New York that detailed why the call was overturned. He was reacting to that.
Okay. Well, first off, if you look, Darnay had a great tweet tonight that kind of showed that the ball hit this fan and grazed his arm as it changed directions slightly. Now, look, is it something that you have to rewind over and over and over again and like have that shit down by the millisecond to like see the ball hit the fan's arm? Probably. But also, do we know all the angles that New York has on this moment? Here's how I view it. If I'm going to be mad at anybody, I'm mad at the idiot fan that reached over the fence. Because if he doesn't reach over that fence, maybe the ball still goes off of Elliot Ramos's glove and goes over. Maybe it doesn't.
Probably.
I don't know. Probably. Maybe. I mean, yeah. Elliot Ramos is an awful left fielder. So maybe the ball does go over the fence if the fan doesn't, reach over. And it wasn't just one fan. It was multiple fans. I know it was at least one Giants fan. And I can't tell if the guy that was flipping everybody off was a Padres fan or a Giants fan.
I think that one guy might have been a Padres fan. The other guy was a Giants fan next to him.
He was wearing an ABBA shirt of all, like, of course, right? Giant fucking douche. But, like, I'm upset at the fan because clearly when you go sit by a railing in fair territory and you go down to your seats, I mean, maybe it's changed, but I know that every time I've done that, and I've only done it a couple times, so it's not like I, do it every game. The usher will let you know, hey, just let you know, don't reach over the fence, right? Like, here's the fence, right? There's an imaginary line. Don't reach over the fence. And
I don't
so,
think I think most fans would try to. It's like a dog when you put a treat in front of it. I mean, you're at a baseball game. If the ball's coming for you, I don't think you're thinking about this scenario or rule 6.0.1.
no,
You
you're
know what I
not.
mean?
You're not at all. But I'm just thinking like, I don't know, man. It was a
Let me hear.
very
Can we
it's an
play Shildt?
unfortunate break. It's an
Let's
unfortunate
play
break.
Shildt.
What?
Can we play Shildt? Because I have the audio of what he
Yeah,
said.
sure. Play him. Go play
Is
him.
that
Yeah.
because a lot of people? What percent of the people here live or on replay have heard this? Probably only 10%. I mean, you have to stick around on MLB.TV.
Right.
So this is what Shildt, because he was fiery, and this is the only time he's reacted like this year. I think he makes one interesting point that I want to follow up on, which is basically that remember the call in the field. So it had to be clear and obvious, definitive evidence to overturn it.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't balk at the league a whole lot. Umpires have hard jobs. You know, you get thrown out. You're arguing with New York. I mean, we know but the definition that we got from a replay was it was clear that there was some impediment that took place. Clearly, he didn't touch the baseball. With the angle of the ball coming and where it went and where it landed, there was not anybody who was impeding with him. And if it's so clear, how come it takes 2 minutes and 40 seconds to figure it out? If it's that clear, why are we sitting there for 2 minutes and 40 seconds? We had 15 seconds to review a call in the first place. We got 2 minutes and 40 seconds to sit there. What are you looking for? If it's that clear, then overturn it early. If it's not, then it's a home run. And so, we call our replay guys and they're like, how you feeling about it? Zero chance. Well, but listen, that's just really disappointing that we go that long and have to come up with a conclusion that's not conclusive to overturn a home run that ends up costing us an opportunity to win a baseball game.
That's my only point. Is it like if it was ruled interference, it's unlikely to be overturned because there wouldn't have been clear and obvious evidence to suggest that there wasn't fan interference. But once it was ruled a home run, was it clear, conclusive, definitive video evidence that said an interference had occurred? And honestly, I've watched it and I've seen all that. There's some gray in there is what I would say. I'm not saying they got it wrong. I'm really not. And it's not to argue the point at all. But man, that seems like if there's any gray area in there to take a home run away and it's a dead ball out, that is a very, very serious penalty on something that you better be damn sure you got right, because that's significant. And it was ruled a home run on the field. So that's the part to me, like, if it's clear and they've got the evidence to support it, okay. But I kind of agree with this point, which is like, I've seen a lot of different angles and it wasn't screaming clear. Certainly watching it live and then watching it on replay on television, it was not screaming like there was interference immediately. It really wasn't. I was very surprised that it was over. I didn't even expect it as a possibility, truthfully.
Right. And I can understand why he's pissy about that aspect of it. If you are being told that it's absolutely 100% clear that the ball was interfered with, again, you got to slow that thing down and really slow it down. I know Darnay put it out there. It's probably the best video I've seen all night of it being slowed down to a point where it looks like he touched his arm, right?
Looks like it. I watched that thing too. It's not screaming like it deflected off his arm. Maybe
it looked like it grazed his arm. Yeah, it looked like it grazed his arm.
But looked like isn't definitive.
Right. And okay, if Mike Shilt's going to get, pissy and bitchy about that, if the league was telling them it was a clear interference as far as the ball touching the fan, okay, I can see how he's upset. I was more or less saying that, I think it's pretty clear that the fan reached over the fence. And even if the ball doesn't touch the fan, he still interfered with the play. So with that, it's clear fan interference and it's an out. But if the league in New York was, like you said, sending Shildt and the Padres a memo saying that the ball clearly touched the fan, then I can understand how Mike Shildt got all bitchy post-game. I was just saying, and even Don and Mudda on the broadcast said the same thing. They showed the replay again, and Don and Mudda were like, yeah, of course. The guy reached right over the fence. It wasn't just him; it was the other Giants fan as well.
Right.
So like that's where
I heard that whole thing. Yeah,
that's where I'm coming from, and that's where I'm like, okay, this makes sense. How can you not see that this fan clearly reached over and was interfering with the opportunity for Ramos to catch the ball? But like you said, yes, I do agree. If it was the league that said it was different and it wasn't the fan interference, it was the ball touching the fan, then yeah, Mike Shildt, go on your little rant.
Yeah. I'd love to see the statement. I don't know if we will. Maybe Kevin can publish it, or maybe it'll be at MLB.com or somewhere. I was just looking right now briefly. I think they have to put that somewhere. I forget. Mm-hmm. But it's a tough way to lose a game. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, we were talking about, this ain't a game of inches stuff. We're talking about fractions of millimeters. I mean,
right.
That is very unfortunate. And the fact that it would later factor into the result is just excruciating, especially when you're coming off the series that they just came off. And I mean, it kind of is one thing after another. It's like yesterday we're talking about this rotation. Today, Nestor Cortes allows 4 runs in the first inning. Today, this offense is quiet, folks. I mean, other than the Bogaerts home run overturn, there wasn't a lot going on. It took a Casey Schmidt 2 errors on 1 play to open up the door. That's how you score. And then, by the way, O'Hearn was never coming into this game if not for Jake Cronenworth getting hit.
100%.
Said that postgame. He's like, we'll check on Crony. Unfortunately, had to leave the game, and that's why O'Hearn came in. I'm paraphrasing, but O'Hearn was never coming in this game unless Cronenworth got hit and got hurt. Now, what does this mean for O'Hearn moving forward is a huge question out of this. Mike was very defensive tonight postgame about will this lead to more playing time for Ryan O'Hearn. He said basically he isn't a regular at this point, but of course he hasn't been playing against left-handed pitching. The next 3 pitchers they're facing are righties. I don't know what the Dodgers are throwing. So it could be 3, 4, 5 consecutive. I don't even know. But we're going to see O'Hearn, my guess is, Jim, the next 3 days. He had a massive moment in this game. He had an opportunity to freaking be a hero. 2 home runs after entering as a pinch hitter. He could have walked off of that would have been like a one in the history of the Padres if he did that. Didn't come through. Still a massive moment, obviously, for him, but in a loss, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, Ryan O'Hearn made Mike Shildt kind of look silly tonight. He really did. And it's unfortunate that it was, the only reason why he got in the bat tonight was because of circumstance, not because they thought this would be a good matchup for him. Now, again, wasn't Mike Shildt calling the shots. So it's hard to like rip Mike Shildt for, he didn't even call for Ryan O'Hearn to pinch hit against Robbie Ray in the 7th inning.
No.
So from that standpoint, I can't really get on Shildt for that because he was already ejected. But I can absolutely get on him for not starting him against lefties now, 100%. Mm-hmm. I mean, we talked about this all on John and Jim, and I can't help but look at his numbers this year against lefties and be completely confused as to why he's not playing every day against anybody. And that you put the people in front of me that are options to start against left-handers, and you give me their numbers this year against left-handers. There's no world where Ryan O'Hearn shouldn't be in that lineup. So
it's becoming more and more evident. At this point, the answer is definitive. It's clear and obvious.
Clear and obvious. There is no world for the rest of this season where Ryan O'Hearn should be on the bench to start a game against the left-handed. He is now an everyday player, and if he is not, I really have some questions about Mike Shildt going forward. Like I wouldn't understand it.
No, I agree. I think you're spot on. I think it's accurate. I think they have listened. This is the decisions good teams have can sometimes be tough. It's sometimes seen as a good problem. If Luis Arraez is on your bench a little bit, world's going to keep spinning. I mean, he has not hit left-handed pitching by and large. He didn't tonight, by the way. Arraez's hit tonight came off a righty in relief, and it was an important hit. And the Padres had some chances, by the way. 7th, 8th, and 9th inning. They finally did something. Now, it was completely gifted by Casey Schmidt. Otherwise, you're talking about a shutout probably. Those were 3 unearned runs in the whatever inning that was, the 6th or 7th inning. So I'm with you. I think O'Hearn's got to be playing every single day. And listen, if that means Luis Arraez is on your bench or certainly Jose Iglesias is on your bench, so be it. I mean, I really don't understand what the big deal is moving forward. You only have 37 games. The crazy thing is they're only going to see 10 or 12 left-handed starters in their next 37 games. Just play him. Just see what happens. It's 10 games.
And Mike Shildt post game saying that, he's played a lot of, and he's like an everyday player. Like, Mike, just take the L here, bro. You're wrong on this. Like, you play him every day. All right. You've played him, only against righties. The only reason why you're putting in against lefties, and it's not even your choice. You're pinch hitting him, and the opposing team is bringing in a lefty to counter that move. So, like, just take the L here, dude. You're wrong on this one. Play him every day. Move on. Don't be stubborn about this. All right. Don't play favorites. You look at the numbers, and the numbers would suggest that Luis Arraez should not be in there against lefties. Instead, it should be Ryan O'Hearn. And it's really like, it shouldn't be up for debate anymore. Like, I don't get this argument that people are trying to have as to, and especially people in the media in this town, to why Ryan O'Hearn.
Well, I made the point. I don't think it's some crazy argument.
Well,
I really don't think it's some
that
crazy
it should not.
argument.
It's now proven tonight is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I mean, like you're talking. I mean, these are things that over the course of 162. I mean, you can bend like the wind and stuff like this. It's going to be very easy to say that. It's going to be very easy to say O'Hearn should play against lefties. Yeah, he's hit 2 damn home runs against lefties for the Padres. Right,
and an RBI double yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. So it's very easy. Guess what people would be saying if he was hitless against lefties? I mean, it's very easy now to say he should be playing against lefties. Like, why would you say anything else at this point? But it's easy to say it now. It wasn't as easy to say it the way they were constructed probably at the deadline. It's becoming more clear by the day based on his play.
Right, and that's what I'm getting at here is like when they were telling everybody and showing everybody that, hey, we're going to have Ryan O'Hearn basically be a platoon guy. And then when he got into games and he happened to face a lefty, he's only gone 4 for 5 with 2 home runs, 2 doubles, and a walk against lefties this year in a Padres uniform. So now you play him every day, regardless.
True. And listen, I'm just saying the counterpoint to that, he's a 207 career hitter against left-handed pitching. Now he's been great this year. Correct. He's been great this year. So he's got to play against lefties. But like, again, I kind of get it. I mean, Luis Arraez, they acquired to be an everyday player. I'm sure. I mean, they're paying him $14 million a year. So sitting Luis Arraez was never really part of the conversation, I don't think, until now. I mean, I don't think they were talking about sitting Luis Arraez against lefties in July. I don't recall that being a part of the conversation. It becomes a part of the conversation because they have better options right now than Luis Arraez.
Yeah, just like, like we talk about all the time. Opinions change, things happen, things change over the course of a season, and you have to adjust. And right now, Mike Shildt has to stop being stubborn, and he has to adjust.
100%. I mean, I remember when Arraez got here and people told me he was the second coming of Tony Gwynn, and the guy had won 3 consecutive batting titles. So it's not, although people said it. I mean, people said it, and people were very high on Luis Arraez, but things change. And I agree. They should change. Look at his numbers against left-handed pitching. They aren't good. All right, let's get to some of the super chats. Guys, subscribe. You're on content for you. Let's get to 9,400 subscribers. Smash the like button. Follow us on X at John Schaefer, at Jim Russell SD. And thank you for the super chats and the memberships. Click that $sign below the chat box. Fonzie gets us started here tonight by saying starters giving opponents head starts first 2 innings. I mean, haven't they trailed 4-0 in like 3 consecutive games? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Haven't they trailed 4-0 in the first inning in 3 consecutive games?
Yeah, the starting pitching has been awful the last 4 games here. I don't want to hear from Nestor Cortes and Mike Shildt how he locked in. That first inning counted just as much as his last inning. And the first inning was pitiful. And it put this team behind the 8 ball like that. So, like, the starting pitching has to be better. It has to be much better. Because if not, that's going to be a big problem.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, you can't survive falling behind by 4 runs. You're going to lose 80% of the time. I don't care who you are. And they're not an offense built to overcome it. Somehow they've won some games trailing by 4 this year, but no, you can't go down 4-0 every day and feel decent about your chances of winning. I mean, you shouldn't be winning those games. Evan, thank you, man, for the super chat. He says Schildt's adversarial tone with media is cringe AF. I mean, he gets very defensive. And, I don't necessarily think it's warranted, his defensiveness. He's not like dealing with Boston's media. He gets asked like 4 questions by 2 or 3 people. And oftentimes they're not even asked. I mean, he's not asked some of the questions that we want answered.
And 3 of them are softballs by Scan or Pomeranz.
I think he honestly tonight, I think he was just upset with what happened with the replay. Yeah. I think that certainly triggered him. I mean, you could hear it in his reaction. which I kind of get, because if I'm the manager of a team that lost by 1 on an overturned home run, that's a tough way to lose.
He's emotional. I get it. Like you're in the thick of it. Like they just lost 4 in a row. They squandered another opportunity tonight to gain a game on the Dodgers because the Dodgers lost to the Rockies. And you went from playing really good baseball to, I don't want to speak for the rest of this series, but at least in the first game, the sweep to the Dodgers carried over.
100%.
And your top guys aren't hitting. Fernando Tatis Jr., I mean, some just really awful at-bats tonight. Manny Machado is in a pretty big slump. And, you still are trying to figure out your new roster. And the guys that were brought in here are all contributing. But the guys that have been here are not right now. And it's just frustrating. I get it. Like he it's an emotional roller coaster. I know Mike Shildt hates the word roller coaster, but that's what this is. And I honestly think Mike Shildt, he got mad tonight because of that, the umpires and the replay and everything. But I do also think a little bit of that anger and him kind of snapping at the media once again. I think that's like a buildup of what happened over the weekend coupled with what happened tonight. And so losing 4 in a row at this time of the year, when you're in a pennant race and trying to win a division, that can be upsetting. So I do think that the anger from Shildt tonight, while it was hilarious to watch, also I think isn't just all about the umpires. I think it's a little also build up from these last 4 nights.
Completely. I mean, and listen, I mean, we talked about it like it's a formality. Fangraphs tells you they got a 96, 97% chance of making the postseason. They have to earn it. I mean, you can't tailspin your way in. They're 2.5 games up in the final wild card spot right now. They're 3.5 games up in a playoff spot, and they're 2.5 games up in the Mets for the 6th seed. So it's not a formality because you're gonna have to win some games. I think they're positioned to do that based on their schedule, but they're gonna have to win those games on their schedule. And this is on cue from I think this might be Eric. Eric, what's going on, man? Appreciate your support of the channel. He says Fernando and Manny being ice cold equals huge problem. I mean, it's a massive problem. How about after the O'Hearn home run? Forget about that for a second. After the O'Hearn home run, Sheets pinch hits, single down the left field line. You have turned your lineup over for Fernando Tatis Jr., who hits a ball over 29 feet, back to the mound. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what he did. I like nubbed the thing 35 feet onto the infield. It's like 0 for 4. They were 2 for 16 in the top 4 in this lineup tonight with 2 singles and 4 strikeouts. It's just a massive glaring problem. It's like we're kind of we're talking about things. How much time have we spent so far? 23 minutes. The freaking lead is this. This is the lead to me.
Yeah.
Fernando Tatis Jr. and Manny Machado. Yes, starting pitching. Yes, you want to talk lineup construction? We can do it every day. We will. We've done it for 6 years. But Fernando and Manny are the lead to me. I mean, I think that's completely fair. They've been awful.
They've been bad. And you got away with it because, Ramon Laureano was red hot.
Yep.
The Giants last week felt like a funeral, right? Yeah. Just felt like the end of their season. Boston, that series, Xander was hot that series against Boston. And now they're 9-7 since 9-7 since the trade deadline.
Oh yeah. That's right.
But look, is Manny gonna eventually get hot at some point the rest of the season? Hope so. But
of course.
Here's the thing. You need him right now. Along with in the future and in the postseason. So like you need him now. You need Tatis, and it's been the constant conversation all year long with Fernando Tatis Jr. Manny Machado, yes, he's been consistent, and he is in a bad slump right now when the team needs him the most, and it's obviously unfortunate timing. And you would like to see Manny step up. I mean, everybody would. I mean, he's the leader of this team. He's getting paid. He's the captain, like face of the franchise. Like you got to step up, dude. But specifically with Fernando, it's been a constant conversation all year long. take away the first month when we were saying like, dude, this guy's going to win an MVP. Ever like it just fell off a cliff. And you can throw out these numbers, and I see them being posted from our guy Too Much Morton's saying how great he's been. Are we watching the same game? Because I'm watching every night, and Fernando Tatis Jr., he's contributing, right? But is he like, I don't know how to describe it. Is he just like, has he taken over games this year? Has he been that feared hitter in the lineup that we've all wanted him to be and expect him to be, and he expects to be? No, he's just along for the ride. What's the saying from Charles Barkley? He's not right. He's not driving the bus. He's a bus rider. Fernando Tatis Jr. Fernando Tatis Jr. used to be the driver of the bus. Now he's a passenger on the bus, and he's sitting in the middle. He's not sitting towards the front. Like, you need that guy to be the bus driver, not a passenger.
I mean, look at it this way. I just pulled it up. Since May 1st, all right? That's a long time, folks, in baseball. Since May 1st, Fernando Tatis Jr. is hitting, so I got it, 238. And he's done it with a 7. I'd have to do the OPS because this is Baseball Reference through yesterday. It was 739. Give him an 0 for 4. I would assume it goes down 2 points, 737. So he's hitting 238 with a 737 OPS. And I can't be sold. What the hell happened to Jim? Yeah, since May 1st, folks. Get back in here. I don't know where you went. Now you're back. But he's hitting 238. Am I on the right side? Switch the sides.
I'm trying to.
238 with a 737 OPS. You can't spin that. I mean, that's nowhere near the player that he needs to be. And it's a massive, 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 massive problem. Not just for now, but for the future, because I don't know who this guy is. Are we expecting everything to change with an offseason and you're going to go bat him cleanup next year and not lead off and you're going to tell him to freaking, I don't know, have a launch angle? Like, is that what that's going to fix him? And I was going to hit 39 home runs next year. I just don't know what happens on the other side of what's going on right now with Fernando Tatis Jr. We're all waiting for October, like he's going to hit 5 home runs. Pray for that. I hope it happens. But he hasn't hit 5 home runs since May 28th. Think about that. If he hits 5 home runs this October, he hasn't hit 5 since May 28th. That's insane.
Yeah.
G-Rock, and thank you, man, for the super chases. Once again, Tatis, Arraez, Machado, non-factors. Schil gets kicked out. O'Hearn sheets come in, and what do you know? They contributed. What a shocker. What a weird game, by the way. What a weird game.
I mean, the 4 runs in the first, the play at the wall. By the way, Xander Bogaerts said that he thought, by judging off of Heliot Ramos's reaction, that he was 90% out. Like, that's what he said.
Who said that, Bogey?
Let me get the exact quote from Marty. Says that Xander Bogaerts said that based on Ramos's reaction, he was 90% sure he didn't hit a home run.
Yeah, because Ramos was looking up like at his glove.
Yeah. And according to StatCast, when it got overturned, it, like, you know what it says, like if it was a home run in the ballpark or not?
Right.
It was weird because it said when they first initially called the home run, StatCast said that it was a home run at Petco. And then it got overturned, and then StatCast said it wasn't a home run at Petco.
I think if there's no one there, right? If the stadium is empty and it's BP, the ball's trajectory was out of the yard, wasn't it? I mean, the ball was over the fence.
Well, he had glove. I mean, it went in his glove and bounced out of his glove, did it not?
But it went in his glove over the wall. That was the whole point, wasn't it, tonight?
Was it over the wall, or was it like right on top of the wall?
The whole question was the plane of the wall. As the wall extends, where was the fan in relation to the plane of the wall? Because he was clearly over the wall.
I'm going to need like a camera on the wall.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Well, it's up to interpretation, you know, like Don and Mudd on the broadcast, they were pretty confident at fan reach.
Oh, they said, well, no, not in the initial. I mean, Awful Announcing played the 4 minute in that initial overturn. They played it 3 or 4 times before the overturn. They're like, there's no interference. There's no interference. And he's like, I don't see any interference. And then when it was overturned, like, whoa. So that initial 3 or 4 minutes, they were adamant there was not fan interference. Now, later in the game, they went back and reacted to it and recognized, I think, the interference. But Awful Announcing has the whole 4 minutes. And they said 2, 3, 4 times they didn't recognize interference.
I do think, where was it? Like, did they announce later in that game? Because Scans tweeted this out. He said, of course, he responded to Ben. He said, they determined that the fan reached over the wall and potentially inhibited fielder's line of vision to make the play.
Okay.
So that's what I guess the broadcasters got.
They must have gotten that.
So if they're getting that, what was Mike Shildt getting?
I would think he got the same thing in the clubhouse after he was ejected. I would imagine someone put a piece of paper on his desk.
But then why is he so adamant that they were like, the ball touched the fan?
He probably didn't like the usage of the word clear, because he used that word clear. He's like, they said it was like a clear impediment. Mm-hmm. And he's like, why did it take 2 minutes and 40 seconds? What was so clear about it? It's almost like, again, to overturn it, you need clear video evidence or whatever the terminology is.
Well, again, maybe there's an angle that they had that we didn't see on TV. Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. I mean, it is MLB.TV. I don't know what they have. Maybe. Vector, thank you, man, for the super. He says top of the lineup is so awful still, trending down. Yeah, I mean, the top of the lineup is a big problem. They have multiple big problems. Their rotation, top of their order, lineup construction. And they have problems that need to be turned around. I really want that statement, by the way. I will find that statement because I know that statement exists.
Text Kevin.
What's that?
Text Kevin.
I'm going to ask. I wonder if it's in his article, but I am going to text Kevin.
Like, is there a statement from the umpires on that
official replay? Is there an official statement that you receive once a play goes to replay?
Because look, if the official statement says what Scan said right there, which is, pull this back up. Where is it? All right. If the official statement reads as this: umpires determined that the fan reached over the wall and potentially inhibited fielder's line of vision to make the play, which would then lead down the path of that is fan interference.
Correct. It's definitely, that's what they call it, right?
Yeah. I don't know, because Mike Shildt saying that they clearly said that it hit off the guy's hand or the guy's arm.
Either way, isn't it a version of interference?
Either way, yes, it's a version of interference. And either way, both instances,
the batter's out.
The batter's out.
Right. That's my, yeah.
So that's where I'm coming from, is like, you can get mad at New York all you want, but like, the fan is the one that reached over the wall from the interpretation of the umpires, and and from other angles, like, I mean, pretty clearly did. Like, he crossed the invisible line. Not saying he, like, his whole body was over the wall, but I mean, look, it's pretty clear as day that the fan had his arm and his hands above Heliot Ramos's head.
Glove, like you're saying, impeded with his ability to make the catch, because there was some level of them being in the way, even if they didn't touch it, is what you're saying.
And Ramos at the moment wasn't like reaching into the stands.
I have the statement.
Okay, what do we got?
Oh, wait, I don't have the statement. I don't have the statement. I don't have the statement. I thought I had the statement.
So look, I mean, you can be upset about that, and Shildt obviously is pissy about that, and he's mad about that. But you're absolutely right. The main story again tonight is this offense and the top of your lineup and Manny Machado and Fernando Tatis Jr. and your starting pitching. So, like, if those things don't get cleaned up, keep bitching about an umpire call.
Yeah, it's a good point. I mean, it's a fair point. I mean, there's many things that go into a game. I mean, there's many things. And I mean, honestly, without Casey Schmidt butchering a ball at third, this isn't a game. I mean, this is not a game without that play opening the door for the Padres, and they still couldn't walk through the door. All right, let's get back to this. I mean, there is so much reaction going on right now. Please subscribe to this channel, all right? Year-round content for Padres fans. Smash the like button for us. You can follow us on X at John Schaefer at Jim Russell SD. Support our title partner, Mark Nimitz. He's been with us since day one of the channel, and there's been a lot of days since day one of this channel. If you have an insurance need, get in contact with Mark, whatever it is, auto, home, renters, life. I've got earthquake, homeowners, and life insurance through Mark, and you can as well. He'll do auto for you and your family. He's going to save you time. He's going to save you money. If you ever need him, I had to file a claim a couple of years ago. He was there for us. Saved us so much time, so much money. He can do the exact same thing for you and your family. Click the link in the description down below. He's a diehard Padres fan, lifelong San Diegan, has great service and communication. Get free quotes online by clicking the link in the description down below. Call Mark. He will talk to you about the Padres. I promise you that. He'll talk to you about saving money in your insurance as well. So if you support this channel, please support Mark Nimitz at Farmers Insurance.
Yeah, all his information is on that ticker below. And Nimitz at farmersagent.com. When you reach out to Mark, let him know that John and Jim from the Wrap-Up Show sent you.
All right, let's get back to some of these super chats. Padres fall 4-3 in game one. It is Nick Pivetta tomorrow. Thankfully, they need Nick Pivetta to look like Nick Pivetta tomorrow. Let's see here. Spicy Mayo says, Alexa, play ABBA. The winner takes it all. Okay.
I mean, guys, I mean, I don't know. I think he was wearing a Padres hat. I'm not sure. But, like, flipping off the fans, like,
yeah, that was odd, right?
Yeah.
What was that?
I don't know. I think people were
I
booing
don't
him
know what that
because they
was,
know, like, dude, don't reach over the fence, bro.
Right. It's like a Bartman little situation. Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
what are you doing? Like, if you're near the wall, like, don't reach over the fence. I know it's tempting, but man, like, no better.
Right. Thank you, by the way, Joe, for becoming a member. Appreciate you, man. If you want those custom emojis and badges, we have so many people that become members. If you want to gift memberships, you can click that join button down below. We're going to get you guys new emojis here for the final 37 games of the year. The more members we get, the more emojis you get. So please become a member. Click that join button down below. Quan, appreciate you. Says, how can Ramos get his glove on the ball if he was impeded? Well, you of course you could. I mean, the ball could be deflected into your glove. You could be impeded and still have the ball hit your glove. I could be impeded and have the ball hit my head.
Yeah.
So, like, I think the impediment is the issue. It's not to say the ball was taken from him, but he was impeded.
Right.
Is where it gets really challenging. I mean, there's a subjectivity to the word impediment, I'm sure. I mean, we'd have to look at the actual definition of the word. So, I mean, we're parsing down here. I mean, we're getting granular. But I understand it. I mean, there's a rule. It exists. There's a replay review that exists. They looked at it. They determined what they saw was accurate and right, much to the chagrin, obviously, of everyone watching, by and large. Like, I get it. I mean, I get it. I understand the frustration, but unfortunately, there's a rule. And then they looked at it and they determined that what they were doing was proper, you know?
Yeah, it's unfortunate. And on first glance, like in real time, you know.
Yeah, I didn't think it was going to be overturned.
I didn't think it was going to be overturned in real time, but then you watch it back and you see that this fan's over the wall and it's another fan's over the wall too. And, you know, I obviously I'm not, it looked like it grazed his arm, right? After watching Darnay's tweet, but, you know, it is what it is. It's an unfortunate moment. I'm not going to get too like pissed about it. I mean, it's an awful break and it obviously, you know, ended up costing the Padres potentially in this game, but like, I'm more upset that this team let this weekend kind of bleed over into game one against the Giants here when you needed to put the weekend behind you and you needed to just play good baseball and you missed another opportunity to gain a game on the Dodgers as the Dodgers lost tonight to the freaking Rockies.
Correct.
Like, that's what should be more infuriating tonight.
I agree. Let me get to this next super, but let me just do one thing. All right, let me get to this next super. I'm trying to do two things at once. All right, this super here from Dylan, who says, I miss when the bottom of the lineup was the worst part of the lineup. The fan interference sucks, but still a winnable game. What happened to our 1 through 3? I mean, I think this is a very, very fair point. The top of the order is a problem right now. We said the top of the order needs to carry this team, and then you got more production in the bottom of your order when you got guys like Fermin and Laureano and even O'Hearn. But yeah, I mean, we've talked about this at length. We have talked about this, obviously, at length.
Okay, so I just got sent a text message from someone in TV. I'm at the ballpark on the television side. All right. And this is what they just sent me.
Okay.
They said, this is from the umpires, it looks like.
Is this the replay review thing we were just talking about?
Yeah, this is the replay review statement.
Okay.
Sent to me by someone in the ballpark on the TV side. After viewing all relevant angles, the replay official definitely determined that the spectator reached out over the field of play and interfered with a live ball. The spectator's actions clearly prevented the fielder from making the catch. The call is overturned. There was spectator interference, no home run. The batter is out. So what this looks like to me, if this is the actual statement from the umpires, Mike doesn't have much ground to stand on here if he's complaining about them saying the ball clearly touched the guy's arm when it clearly shows in the umpire explanation here that they weren't saying he was out because of that. They were saying he was out because the fan reached over the fence.
Send that to me real quick. I want to read that. Send that to me real quick.
Okay. Hold on.
Okay, hold on.
All right.
Okay. Hold on. After viewing all relevant angles, definitively determined, that the spectator reached out over the field of play and interfered with a live ball. The spectator's actions, this is what Shildt said, clearly prevented the fielder from making the catch. Remember Shildt, when we played the minute and 15, was like,
the clearly
is so
part,
clear. Yeah. So the definitively and the clearly are the parts that probably irk Shildt. But this is, again, the explanation from replay apparently in New York. And that's why the call was overturned, because the spectator clearly prevented the fielder from making the catch.
Right.
All right. Well, at least we know why they overturned it, as opposed to all this speculation. Like, why was it overturned? What happened?
Yeah.
According to the explanation, it was definitive and clear based on what the action of a spectator, apparently.
Yeah. And that's where I go back to, I'm upset with the fan for reaching over and forcing the hand of New York and the umpires.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's where I get upset. If you want to be the fan that, refuses to think that this fan reached over the fence and refuses to think that, New York is not against the Padres, or, like, if you want to be that person and refuse the evidence, like, go for it. But I mean, I watched that thing like 20 times tonight.
Yeah.
Like, it's pretty hard to say that he didn't reach over the fence. And once that happens, it's an out. And I'm pissed at the fan, as all of you should be. This is the fan's fault. If the fan didn't get overzealous and reach over the fence, that's a home run probably. Because who knows if Heliot Ramos is going to catch that. Maybe it does go off his glove and it goes over the fence or not, or whatnot, right? But it's the fan's fault. The umpires determined it was the fan. It wasn't that it touched him, right? It was that they determined from the angles that they saw that this fan reached over the fence. And once that happens, the runner's out. And it sucks. But, like, if you want to refuse to believe it, continue to refuse to believe it. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, it's a tough one because, again, is it clear and obvious when you're watching it? No, it wasn't like clear as day stuff. Again, when you rewatch and read statements and get explanations, maybe it becomes more clear. It's just in real time, and even with the benefit of initial replay, you're not thinking that it's coming back, and ultimately it did come back. Run it back. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for the super. Guys, if you're here, please subscribe. You're on content for you. Thank you for the supers. Click the $sign below the chat box. He says, Cronenberg 228 against lefties, 249 against righties. O'Hearn 279 versus left, 274 versus right. Sheets 275 versus left. Isn't that surprising? 245 versus right. I mean, are we going to have, is Cronenworth a part of this conversation at all? In terms of platoon, we've had the platoon conversation with Jake Cronenworth over the years. And by the way, he's never platooned once as a Padre. He's been an everyday player. So, I mean, I feel like Cronenworth is an everyday player for this team. But, I mean, you can't only have so many everyday players if you're going to play Ryan O'Hearn. So someone's got to come out against left-handed pitching to play Ryan O'Hearn. Simple as that.
Yeah, and Ryan O'Hearn's a good teammate. I just saw what he said to Marty. Like, I'll do whatever needs to be done. I'm a tool in the toolbox. I'm just here to contribute. But like, I mean,
But he's not really thinking that.
no.
I mean, this guy's gone in a month. I mean, 2 months if you have a special season, you know?
Right.
This guy's gone. This guy's gone. So they either ride his bat, you know, or they don't.
Well, I can tell you what.
Simple as that.
You know, even though you look at his numbers with the Padres this year so far in the, like 16 games or whatever it is,
yeah,
they're not great numbers. But what he's done off the bench in big moments, and couple that with his All-Star season and couple that with his first half with the Orioles, like he's going to get some money this offseason.
He will. Yeah. He can play every day based on what he's done this year, obviously.
Yep.
Jack, appreciate you, man. He says, guys, is Tatis okay? Like off the field, what gives? We have no clue.
No idea.
I mean, I wish we knew. We've spent more time on that than we've spent on anything this season. I don't think there's a close second, truthfully. Grayson, appreciate you, man. He says, Nando is not the vibe guy we want and need right now. We need him to be the bat flip talking shit guy. Completely different team if he can become that again. It's just if.
If ifs were, what was it? What's the saying? If ifs were butts and butts were nuts, then I'd
someone
be
put in
your
the chat.
mother's
Something about
uncle or
candy
something.
and nuts or something. Yeah, I don't know.
Some weird thing is like if, but
it's very weird.
It's a lot of ifs with Fernando. He doesn't really inspire fear when he's at the plate. You know, you can say, it's the way he's been pitched. Okay. It's not like no one's throwing him stuff to hit.
Right. No, exactly. All right, let's get back to this in a second. I do want to remind you guys about Lucky Box. Get to a Lucky Box mystery vending machine and then take advantage of it. So we were in Vegas in July, and we both played the Lucky Box mystery vending machine, and we both walked away with cards, right? You can walk away with sports cards, Pokemon cards, or autographed jerseys. And what popped out of the Lucky Box machine in Las Vegas? What hotel were we at, Jim? I forget again. Downtown.
We were at Circa?
No, but what hotel was the Lucky Box?
Oh, Plaza?
At the Plaza downtown. And boom, out pops. I was spending all this time on Tatis. This Auto 10 from Fernando Tatis Jr. If you get to one of these Lucky Box vending machines, click the link in the description down below, and you can find out every location of one of these vending machines in the country. Tons in Vegas, a number in airports. They're coming to Southern California, including in San Diego. If you run into one, use the promo code Padres, all lowercase. You're getting $5 off. You're going to love them. If you love sports, you'll love a Lucky Box vending machine. Use the promo code Padres, all lowercase. Find the nearest location. Get to Vegas. Find a Lucky Box. Click the link in the description down below.
Yeah, if you want to become a Golden Ticket Club member, just go to luckyboxvending.com. It's free, no cost necessary. Just sign up using your email and phone number. You get insider perks, early location drops, and exclusive giveaways. All you got to do is just go to luckyboxvending.com, sign up with your email and phone number. It is free of charge. And like I said, you can get some insider perks, early location drops, and of course, exclusive giveaways as well. So go sign up today. And you can also scan a QR code at machines anywhere in the country.
What's your reaction to this?
Melon hat, mixing a beer. Give us a smile. We'll be all right. I'm fine. Like
you've had a night.
I've had a night. Yes, I've had a night. I got these trolls online. Of course, it doesn't help that like I have nobody here to distract me. I mean, I'm home alone. Aaron's not here, so all I have is the game and my phone. So I'm just like, shit. But I'm fine, dude.
I mean, here's the one thing I would say. Like, and I think we've treated this fairly, specifically this Bogaerts moment, this interference. I think one reason why people routinely come to this channel is like we tell it like we see it. There's no glossing over. If you know what I mean, like Jim's opinion is just that, but he's not using that. He's not offering an opinion that he doesn't believe in. You know what I mean? Like it's very easy tonight to just go on social media and be like, that's not fan interference. What a joke. Even if it was, because obviously, you know, if you're seeing it through a certain color glasses, so to speak. I mean, listen, it can be rehashed and rehashed and rehashed again, but just because we disagree in opinion, it doesn't make sense for, I don't know. It's like I understand it completely. And when I saw, listen, I'm telling you honestly what I thought. When I saw it in real time, I'm like, it's a home run. When it was overturned, it surprised me because it wasn't something I was expecting in real time. The more and more and more I've gone over it, watched the replay, read the freaking statement. Okay, so you move on. I don't think it's the most egregious call in MLB replay review history. I really don't. And it just
Jeffrey
sucks.
Mayer.
No, it just sucks. I mean, you wish he hit it 2 feet further, or you wish it didn't happen, and you wish it was called a home run, but it wasn't.
Yeah, if
it's
you
not
want
the sole reason why they lost this game.
Yeah, and if you want to go listen to the flagship tomorrow, they'll probably give you a complete opposite take on what we're telling you tonight. But like, look, what we're telling you tonight, it's just kind of factual and it's our opinion.
Yeah.
And like, that's what it is. So
and again, I mean, it's like we're spending so much time on it, and I think rightfully so. But also, it's like the Padres have problems. Like, let's not mask it by the fan interference.
No, exactly.
The fan interference. That's really that's my kind of primary takeaway, and I think it's probably taken me an hour to say that. But like, don't let this moment take away from the team's poor play. It does suck for Xander. It sucks for Xander. You know what I mean?
Awful.
It does. And it sucks that that's an out. Like, I'm thinking, okay, maybe it's a double. No, it's an out. It sucks, but don't let that take away from the team's poor play. And that's the point here of Rocket about why is fan interference and auto out, redo, LOL. I mean, you just can't, because in baseball, there's no such thing. So it's like dead ball out. I mean, there's an interference. So the fielder didn't have an opportunity, according to replay. You know, it sucks. I mean, again, the swing there is so significant from a run. Padres don't hit home runs. So to have a home run taken off the board when you don't hit them with regularity is, and you're not scoring runs, it hurts.
Yeah. And it's again, we wouldn't have, if that was not overturned and it was a home run, we don't even know how the rest of the game plays out.
No clue.
No idea. We don't know if, I mean, it's a different universe, right? Like the multiverse. We don't know if Jake Cronenworth gets hit. Maybe he doesn't. Then you're not pinch hitting Ryan O'Hearn. He's still on your bench. And does Jake hit a 2-run homer there? Like,
it's great.
You know, so
we'll never know.
We'll never know. It's just, for me, my anger, if I'm a fan, my anger is going towards ABBA shirt guy. That's where my anger is going.
That's fair.
And then it's also going to this team for how they performed tonight, coming off of a sweep at the hands of the Dodgers.
And that's kind of Coastal Card Collector's point. And thank you, man, for your support of the channel. And thanks for hanging out. And thanks for talking to me like a couple months ago about cards as well. He says, fan interference, unfortunate. The real issue remains suboptimal lineup construction and lack of execution. Don't be a team that has to win in spite of itself. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot in there. I mean, we spent a lot of time, Jim, in June and July being like, should Arraez hit second? Should Tatis hit cleanup? Do they need to? Right? There was all that talk. And we were pretty steadfast at the time, like, you're just rearranging chairs on a sinking ship. Now, this is different. You've added in pieces that can be key contributors. Obviously, we've seen it from Laureano. We've seen it from O'Hearn, truthfully. So this is different. But, I mean, just in general, like, is it a flawed lineup hitting Luis Arraez second all year? Is it a flawed lineup batting Fernando Tatis Jr. leadoff, even though he's gotten on base at a good clip? Like, it's probably like a fair question. If Arraez is playing, where should he hit? When Tatis is playing, which is every day, where should he hit? I mean, I get it. They haven't had amazing seasons, so maybe they are. Maybe they should be moved. But again, I go back to, is that really going to do anything?
And if they're moved, what's the bet? Where's your better option?
I mean, is Ramon Laureano moved up?
I mean, he was moved up tonight, but it was only by circumstance default. because Jackson Merrill's out, which, by the way, he might go in the IL tomorrow.
Yep, Kevin told us that today. It's possible.
I just think going forward, it's tough because, like, would Shildt do Tatis, Laureano, Manny, O'Hearn?
Wow. Yeah, I mean, I kind of like Laureano as a 2-hole hitter, truthfully.
Like, I know he's all about lanes and left, right.
Left, right. You got to think about that.
Like, you got to put maybe you got to put your best guys out there. I just, and it's much easier to have righty at the top of your lineup than obviously lefty and somewhere in your lineup.
True. Yeah, because if you're righty, it's not like right-handed relievers necessarily counter right-handed batters. It's more left-handed relievers countering left-handed bats traditionally.
And Laureano this year, if you look at his splits, has done great against both. Actually, he's done better against righties than lefties. So if I'm making a lineup tomorrow, he'll never do it. But like, I'm probably going Tatis, Liriano, Machado, O'Hearn, Bogaerts, Arraez. Who else?
Did you get to O'Hearn?
I did. He's hitting cleanup.
You got to, yeah.
I'm at 7 right now.
So were you Fermin's 9th?
Fermin's 9th. Who's hitting 8th?
What position did you forget? Is it the Merrill? Is it?
I think I forgot left field. Well, Arraez actually worked Arraez play. I don't know, but Sheets, whatever.
It's a righty.
I just think switching it up is not a bad thing. So at times.
By the way, I'm just looking at probables, Jim, for tomorrow with Pivetta, who's got his 2 ERA at home. He's 12-4 at 2.87 overall. I don't even know who the hell you're facing. Wei Tang.
Oh, they lit that guy up last week.
The guy's got a 10 ERA.
Yeah,
if you don't at least 3 starts.
Once tomorrow, we got a problem.
I mean, he's 1-2, so I know he's at least pitched more than one time. Like, this is like, again, I know it's August. I know they have 37 games left, but you go beat up on them tomorrow. Like, this has to end. Don't fool around. Don't beat a 1-run game in the 7th inning. Don't just sit on a 2-1 lead in the 7th inning. Leave no doubt tomorrow. End this stupid losing streak and move on appropriately and win this series from the Giants. Ezekiel, thank you, man. He says, give us the perfect lineup for every day. We're doing the lineup game. I mean, the problem is there's no such thing as every day because lineups are typically optimized for left or right-handed starting pitching. Mm-hmm. So there's a lineup against lefties and there's a lineup against righties. That's typical with every team in Major League Baseball.
They have their lineup against righties like down.
Right.
But they are so confused on what to do against lefties when they're on the mound.
Correct.
Yeah, they don't have a good in their mind, they don't have a good lineup against lefties that start. And so with that, they're just kind of their brains tied in knots. I mean, Mike Shildt I don't know if he's very confident with his left-handed or lineup against lefties. Like he's just kind of piecing it together. And so.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely. Guys, we do want to remind you about this great offer going on right now with our friends at SeatGeek. If you head over to SeatGeek, you can get $20 off your first purchase of $50 or more with our promo code. That's PODSWRAP, PADSWRAP. You heard me right. We hooked you guys up. $20 off your first purchase of $50 or more with promo code PADSWRAP. Just click that link in the description, download the app, have the code automatically added to your account so you can use it later. Here's the thing. I mean, you can use this for Padres tickets. You can use this for concerts, events. You don't have to use this solely in San Diego. You can use that promo code anywhere. Obviously, Padres Giants is tomorrow. We can search for that Tuesday night. And let's see. I don't know why I searched for San Francisco Giants, but you can get it for $28 tomorrow. And that's with a seat, $28, including fees. That's $56 minus $20, $36 with the promo code PODSWRAP for tomorrow night. Like, you're not going to get in for cheaper than that. $36 for 2 tickets with fees with the promo code PODSWRAP for tomorrow night. So get there, click that link in the description down below.
Yeah, and SeatGeek's MLB's official ticket marketplace. Your tickets there are fully guaranteed and instantly fulfilled in your account after purchase. All you got to do, very simple. In checkout, use our promo code PODSWRAP, PADSWRAP for $20 off SeatGeek. Now, you can only use our promo code for your first purchase off SeatGeek. So if you made purchases from SeatGeek before, unfortunately, you can't use our promo code. But if you haven't, you're in luck. Use our promo code for your first purchase to get $20 off using our promo code PODSWRAP.
Trying to think about the health updates, Jim, from today. Like we talked about briefly, Merrill, we'll see. According to Kevin Acee, he may need to rest, and if he does, he could be placed retroactively on the IL. Michael King had his knee drained. I missed that completely, but that happened on Thursday. Threw a bullpen through 30 pitches and said he felt great. So I think that's encouraging to get him back at some point, maybe in around 10 days in Seattle. Jake Cronenworth, he'll be fine, right? Left tonight's game. Hopefully he'll be fine. I say that. I have no idea, nor did Mike Shildt. But yeah, they're dealing with some of these things we talked about. Hey, the Padres are getting healthy at the right time. Hey, they got the rotation back. Well, they're actually dealing with some things right now with about a month to go in the regular season.
Winners find solutions, John.
True.
And
good point.
My gut tells me they put Jackson Merrill on the IL. Because they got to get that ankle healed.
Right.
And if they continue to throw him out there, I mean, that's just gonna be tough. That's just my opinion. Could be wrong, but my gut just tells me he's going on the IL, which is incredibly unfortunate. No clue about Michael King. Sounds like he's going to have a rehab start. Now, he only threw 30-something pitches today in his bullpen. It's not a lot. And then we'll see what he does in his rehab start. But you just keep pushing back him coming back. And then we'll see about Jake Cronenworth. I mean, it's I think kind of significant that they had to pinch hit for him. Not because they wanted to, but because they had to. So we'll see.
That is, yeah, because we were texting. We're like, why on earth are they? It's kind of an odd pinch hitting spot for O'Hearn. If you were going to just play him, why wouldn't you just play him? Why would you pinch hit Cronenworth for O'Hearn? But it turns out they didn't. It actually makes a lot more sense, Jim, considering the fact that Schil was not managing at the time, that they weren't getting cute. Like, all right, let me go use my magic bullet, O'Hearn off the bench. It's not, I don't think how it played out. I think it was more, hey, Cronenworth isn't fully healthy right here. Let's go grab a bat,
Right. And it I'm not going to say it made Mike Shildt look silly because he didn't make that move, but it kind of made their coaching staff or whoever is, trying to figure these things out, made him look silly because, like, wait, you pinch hit Ryan O'Hearn here against the lefty that you didn't want to play him against, and he hit a 2-run homer off him? Like, come on. Just like Shil's writing itself.
It was insane. 100%. 100%. By the way, I do want to thank Par Threes Club, who just said you happen to get mail, John, because he asked us for shirt sizes or colors recently. And I haven't seen anything today. Now I think I checked. Normally Kristen checks. But if not today, which I don't think I received anything, Par Threes Club, hopefully tomorrow. And by the way, if you want to check out all his gear, which is super cool, par3s.club. Check it out. Support. He's a big supporter of the channel. So we appreciate you, Jose, for your support of our channel as well. And while we have a moment here, because we're just running through some things, make sure to take advantage of our offer with our friends over at Underdog, best and easiest place to play fantasy sports. How about a 50% deposit match up to $1,000? How about this brand new offer as well? Play $5, get $5 in bonus funds, and you're getting a free gimme pick. All you got to do is click the link in the description down below and use promo code PODSWRAP. You heard me right. Play $5, get $50 in bonus funds, get a 50% deposit match up to $1,000, and a free gimme pick. What's a free gimme pick? Higher or lower than a half total point for Sabrina Ionescu, for example, tomorrow. You can play across all sports, which means you can play WNBA. You can combine it with Padres and Giants and take whatever you want. I mean, nothing seems to work for Fernando Tatis Jr., but have at it. Across all sports, again, who even the hell knows? But again, the more you play, the more you can win. You can win up to 1,000 times your money in a single night. 1,000 times your money in a single night just by choosing higher or lower. So use that promo code PADSWRAP and get the 50% deposit match. And again, play $5, get a $50 bonus fund as well when using the promo code PODSWRAP.
Yeah, scan the QR code above my head. It'll take you to the App Store, download Underdog Fantasy, then use our promo code PODSWRAP when you sign up. Start playing, start winning today.
100%. And yeah, I mean, 100% from Rocket Skates. He's had 3 impactful moments. The home run in Arizona, the double at Dodger Stadium. Was it yesterday? Yeah.
Yep.
And then tonight, pinch hitting in a big spot. I mean, a big spot. They scored 3 runs in an instant, and then they put another guy on in Sheets and had Tatis. I mean,
he's 4 from 5 against lefties in the Padres uniform. All hits have been extra base hits.
That's insane. He's obviously earned more playing time. I mean, it's no longer really I don't think it's that much of a debate. I'm pretty sure he's basically going to be in there.
Oh, he's in the lineup tomorrow, no doubt. But it's because there's also righty on the mound.
Yeah, 3 straight righties. I think the Giants, according to the probables, it's 3 straight righties.
And then when it comes to a lefty, we'll see what they do.
I think they'll get him in there next time just to kind of quell the flames. And, that's my guess. They'll just get him in there.
Hope so.
But then again, we said that and listen, everything was going well until it wasn't. And these 4 games have not gone well. So that opens up everything for interpretation,
Yeah, this team, it slips very quickly. What happened at the start of the season? Went 14-3, then they went 3-8. Like, they go 14-3 in this stretch, then they immediately go 0-4. You hope this streak doesn't last too long.
The funny thing is, SGA Sports Talk, I didn't miss your super. You just were disparaging Padres fans. I'm not going to read it. To this point, he says O'Hearn 7 for 35, and I'm with you, small sample size. But like you just said, he's 4 for 5 against lefties. He's 3 for 30 against right-handed pitching. As bizarre as that is.
That's crazy.
Which is completely insane. But again, it's not enough of it. Let's see what happens over 2 months. Let's see what happens over 100 plate appearances, and we'll see if he even gets that. I think he will. I think with the 30-something games, I think if there's 37 games remaining, I think he's going to play most every day. And so I think he'll get into some type of routine. But like to your point, on a rental or just our collective point, like you use them or lose them because, well, I mean, whenever the season ends, if it's early October or late October, Ryan O'Hearn's not returning.
Nope.
In all likelihood, he's not returning. All right, guys, please subscribe. I don't know where we are. I haven't looked one time here tonight.
My phone just died, so I can't look.
Oh, did it? We're 22 subscribers from 9,400. So please help us get to 9,400 subscribers, whether you're here live or on replay. Subscribe. Take a moment right now and subscribe to this channel. We're here for you in season and out of season, full reaction, and of course, breaking news when it relates to the San Diego Padres. Smash the like button for us. Follow us on X at John Schaefer, at Jim Russell SD. We appreciate the super thanks for those of you that are here on replay. Thank you to those that become members as well. We'll continue to bring you more content via that program and support our partners, Mark Nimitz at Farmers Insurance, our friends at Lucky Box and Humboldt Casino, and SeatGeek and Underdog Fantasy as well. Join us tomorrow, 2 p.m., full reaction. I mean, much more on tonight and tomorrow for the Padres. John and Jim, San Diego Sports 760, live on the iHeartRadio app, also on YouTube. Search for John and Jim 760 and then catch up with us again tomorrow night. Padres Giants, they got to get it tomorrow. Got to get it behind Nick Pivetta. Have to snap this 4-game losing streak. All right, appreciate you guys. Padres fall to San Francisco in game 1, 4-3 at Petco, and this has been the wrap-up show. Thanks, guys.